I wanted to sort of talk about Spin, just of the guys who are up for awards, like who you think has the best shot to actually take home some hardware here. So we know Donovan Mitchell's in the MVP conversation. He'll obviously be in the conversation for All NBA as well. That's probably an honor he's likely to get in some capacity. Clutch Player of the Year, Darius Garland is up for that. We've been talking about that all year. The obvious one that everybody has been harping on the last couple weeks, Evan Mobley in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year. You have DeAndre Hunter up for Sixth Man of the Year, along with Ty Jerome, who's also up for Most Improved Player. And then Coach of the Year, of course, you have Kenny Atkinson in the mix for that. I do see the comment here about DeAndre Hunter not being qualifying for Sixth Man of the Year award due to only playing 64 games. We talked about this at length. The second to last home game in the media room, you actually don't have to be playing 64 games to be qualified to qualify for Sixth Man of the Year. We looked this up. We were talking about it. So both him and Ty Jerome are actually in the conversation for it. Now, of those two, I think Ty Jerome probably has a better chance of winning it than DeAndre Hunter. But as you think through these awards in general, Spin, we spent a whole show pretty much boasting about how Evan Mobley deserves more love for Defensive Player of the Year, and that it shouldn't just be impacted by Draymond Green deciding he's going to go on a podcast and talk about it. It should be based on merit. And we sort of laid out a lot of the numbers on why. But it does seem like that's one of the more difficult ones to choose for a lot of the people who actually get to vote on these awards. So who do you think actually has the best chance to bring home one of these regular season awards in your perspective?
I think that Evan Mobley's got a great case for it, to be honest with you. I think Evan's got a great case. I think that Darius Garland's got a great case. Kenny Atkinson's got an awesome case. I mean, look, you go down the list, man. This was a team that won 64 games in the regular season. They were the number one seed for a reason. So they're going to be up for these awards. I really would love to see Ty Jerome win that Sixth Man of the Year just because of what he was able to do. Unfortunately, he does not have the ability to win Most Improved Player because of the minutes. That was another thing that we looked at in that CBA, thanks to Ashley Bastock and Jimmy Watkins and all those guys that were able to kind of do that research while we were in the media room. It was really cool to kind of unfold and see how the collective bargaining agreement went with these awards and a lot of the stuff that we disagree with, quite frankly. But I think that moves the Most Improved would make the most sense for Ty Jerome, but unfortunately he does not qualify for that. But DeAndre and Ty, obviously, up for the Sixth Man. Evan for DPOY, Clutch Player of the Year, Darius Garland, especially if you just look at the track record throughout the entire season. Kenny, Coach of the Year, and then Donovan, I know he's probably not going to win it just because it wasn't his best statistical year, but Donovan's going to be in the MVP conversation based on the argument of best player on the best team, just like it always goes with the first seed in each conference.